Thank you.
Hello, I am Spy on Cataclysm in Cold Town, and I wanted to demonstrate how important it is to be reserved and meticulous as Spy, because he's very difficult to play. I believe he is the hardest class to play in this game mode, but also one of the least rewarding. He doesn't have that much firepower against anything but giants, and he's very fragile. It's difficult to synergize with a Spy because you're going to be away from your team a lot, and your teammates might not appreciate you. As for upgrades, I rarely play with refunds, so I'm kind of conservative. I want to get armor penetration since at Spy I want to do damage, and the best way to do damage at Spy is by getting armor penetration. However, there are no giants on this wave, so I'm going to be focusing on the steel gauntlets, whom I can take down in one backstab. Because any robots that aren't giants will die in one backstab, even if they have a lot of health, like steel gauntlets or Bowman rapid fires on Manhattan do. I'm not going to get cyber power either because I feel that cyber power is a bit of a trap upgrade where, since when you play other classes, you think that you should be capable against giant commons and tanks, but Spy doesn't work that way. So when you play Spy, you think, alright, I have to be effective against all three kinds of robots, so I'm going to get cyber power and help my team that way. And but in some cases, plenty of cases actually, it is a useful upgrade. I feel like you're more effective when you instead use that money on your knife, because money management is pretty important in this game mode, and it's not easy to kind of spread out your upgrade because you're weakening your damage. So I prefer to specialize in like one weapon, one play style, and dedicate all my upgrades towards it. And in this case, it's going to be a giant focused Spy. I'm going to be using a bind, which I think is incredibly important. You should get familiar with, which is bound mouse 1, quote, plus attack, semicolon, disguise 1-1.
The first wave of robots is here.
What it does is, as soon as you're done attacking, it will disguise you as a blue scout. It doesn't reduce your movement speed, and it helps protect you from robots. Because robots will attack a Spy when he's undisguised. It doesn't matter if you cloak or decloak in front of him. If you reveal yourself, then they will attack you. So I want to minimize the amount of time I spend cloaked. I also want to avoid common robots when possible, because when I undisguise, then they're gonna focus on me. And like I said, I'm gonna focus on these steel gauntlets because that's the best way I can use my knife right now. I'm avoid these common scouts so I don't get destroyed by them. Uh-oh. That always happens. I use a sapper and he gets the medic. Not ideal. Seeing the medic gives me a heal.
Attention, engineers. We've got the sentry buster.
Ah, whatever. There we go.
Doc, come on, man!
So I'm trying to get behind him because I don't want to be in front of a robot, but behind a defense member, because otherwise they will give me a hard time. I'm avoiding that Spy. Just try to get in here. Then pull out my dead ringer. I don't usually use my dead ringer to actually escape death. I use it as like a get out of jail free card, where I use it to help me reposition myself and get out of sticky situations, use the speed boost to get money, and use the resistances to stay alive, stuff like that. So plenty of time to actually use the dead ringer just to jump into a bunch of robots and take advantage of the speed boost. I'm avoiding that pyro as much as I can because when you're on fire, your disguise is nullified. Robots will always be attacking you. There we go.
Way to go, Pally.
One thing to note as playing spy is whenever you reveal yourself to a robot spy, they will basically hunt you down until you die. It's really annoying, so you want to be careful about it. I'm staying out of this area because if I try to attack a soldier, chances are I'm going to die. Soldiers are probably the
We got him, we got him.
most dangerous class for you to play with as spy, like robot soldiers, because they just do a lot of damage. They can fire in your general area and they'll probably hit you with blast damage, and they're usually spawned in groups, so they hurt a lot. So as a spy, I want to stay away from them as much as possible. For this wave, I'm going to be focusing on these super scouts. Now I'm just going to get armor penetration and go from there. I will be using my sapper to try to slow super scouts if I need to, but I really want to focus on weakening them so my team can easily destroy them. Same thing for these giant heavies. Early on, I like to play spy as more supportive. I don't want to like try to do everything at once, because chances are I'll die a lot and it's not going to be fun. So to avoid death, I want to play conservatively and do whatever I can to support my teammates, make them have an easier time dealing with robots that come up to them and stuff like that. If you really want to get sapper power, you could totally use it for these medics on these heavies. Since, if I recall correctly, each heavy has 8 medics. You could stun a bunch of medics. However, rarely you'll get all the medics because they're so spread out. So I want to use sapper power, because if I can't get all the medics in one go reliably, then I'm not going to risk it.
I cannot wait.
Chances are that's going to be worse, because the medics that stay behind, like, so the heavy comes out here, he has like 4 medics on him, the rest are stunned. So these medics get popped or killed, the heavy advances, whatever. And then these other medics come up and they see, okay, this guy needs to be Ubered, and now this heavy has an even greater time. I hear his footsteps, so without movement speed, I can really only get 1 stab on these, so not a big deal. But I don't want to take any risks. There we go. I'm gonna run away from these spies.
Thanks, Pally.
There we go. 1 more super scout. I want to take care of him before the heavy. I feel he's much greater issue. There we go. Whatever the case, I hope that does something with the super scout. I see him over there. And I hope he dies. Alright, great. So now I want to focus on this heavy. I see he has some health left. I'll try to delay his movement. Get that medic out. Never mind. I'm just gonna attack him, so. Now I just want to do whatever I can to stall his movement. There we go. And now I want to immediately rush out and find his other heavy. I hear him. There he is. So I'm just going to focus on getting out his medics. I really wish that engineer wasn't there, because he's just making them all Uber. However, he did get them all Ubered. You know, that works. Usually it's like some medics Ubered, some don't. So it becomes messy when some medics pop and others don't. You see how spread out these medics are? I'm going to do whatever I can. Duck into cover. Wait for him to stop attacking. Then I go back to take care of the rest of the medics. And now I will focus on the heavy itself. I want to attack the heavy first, because if he Ubers, it becomes really messy. Now he's dead. That's great. I'll just collect cash at this point. Because now that the giants are gone, the hard part is over for me. I'm just going to let my teammates take care of the rest.
Way to go, Pally.
You have destroyed almost lifeless.
I hear scouts, alright. I'm gonna hang out back here in case they get past my teammates. Feels like it's not over heavy. But I'm keeping an eye on the bomb. Luckily that soldier died of fall damage, but... Uh-oh.
Help!
We need some help at the hatch. There we go. Thank you guys. Yeah, you can see it's spy. I can't really do anything against these common scouts. I could kill like 1 or 2, but then I get overwhelmed fast. So I see these 2. I'm just gonna come down here and prepare to
You have
back
killed
them
all
when
the
they drop.
Runway down.
Or at least try to.
Get to an upgrade station and prepare for the next wave.
A lot of money missed, but it's not a big deal. So for this wave, I'm going to play similar to what I did in the last one, which is focus my energy on the giants and try to avoid the rest. Especially this tank. Spy is easily the worst tank buster, so I don't want to have anything to do with this tank. My teammates, they can take care of it.
Let's go, let's
Me,
go, let's go!
I just help with these giants so that they don't have to deal with it. So now, fully maxed out armor penetration. And now I'm going to work on movement speed because, like I said, I want to catch up to these spots better.
Let us move!
I see the scout switch to soldier, so I'm going to have to take up money duty. As a spy, money duty is not the most ideal thing, since like I said, you want to focus your energy on doing what you're
Alright, I feel
doing
good.
like the one thing you're good at, which is giant busting, but at the same time, spy is a great support class, and if I can do my part to help the team have an easier time, then I'll go for it.
We're under attack. Protect this facility.
And I'm shooting at
4, 3, 2, 1.
So, yeah, I'm going to keep my eye on these giant heavies. I believe they come from here. And whenever the soldiers or little scouts come, I'm just going to duck behind cover and hope they don't follow me. And I can't really do anything useful against the tank, so I'm not going to risk losing my disguise by attacking it. I'm just going to fully trust my team to take care of it. Speaking of soldiers, no from me. I guess the medic has that cast.
Yeah, thanks, Doc.
But I wouldn't be so far forward as a medic. I would have let my other teammates get care of the cash, and I just would have gotten to a safe place. Because those soldiers ambushed the medic, and luckily he survived. So get out of the way, because they're going to be firing down here, and I want to be in front of them. I hear giant heavy, so I'll get this cash, and then I'll prepare to strike after him. Alright. Actually, I'm going to wait a little bit. There we go. Then I'm going to use a recall to get out of there safely. Get under movement speed. And then rinse and repeat. The one skill you have to get familiar with this spy is circle strafing, where you take advantage of the robot's AI to try to get close to it, attack it, distract it, stuff like that. Uh-oh, that didn't go very well. Uh-oh. I got blocked by a little thing. See, they're struggling with the tank. At this point, this is much more important, so I'd probably do something against it. You know, the spy, there's also kind of a soft skill of encouraging your teammates to stay, because especially in boot camp where I play my games, they leave very frequently. And I don't want to have to go to another game. So that's for my team. I suppose they got overwhelmed by the soldiers and
All in, men. Let us move.
maybe they focused on him too much and they didn't go after the tank. That's one thing I really like about Expert is it forces you to trust your teammates to do one task, you do the other. You just do what you're best at. Like this heavy, can't focus on the tank, you have to deal with the small bots and I guess the giant bots. Me, just giant bots, this soldier, you have to spend most of his time on the tank, same for this pyro. Yeah, engineer, he can kind of do what he needs to.
Who is not ready?
But ideally, in a wave like this, where you have 3 different important threats, i.e. the tank, the deflectors, and the soldiers, each class would do what he's best at and trust his teammates to take care of his weak spots. I remember watching a video that described Spy as the angel of expert mode. And I kind of agree with it, because Spy is important in low cash missions with high giant counts. And that's what makes them so valuable and expert. While you guys don't really have much cash, you have like 2,000-ish, and you're up against a tank and giants already. As a spy, if I just spend most of my money on this arm penetration, I'm already having about 900 per backstab. And I can use that to really hurt these early giants. Much better than any of my teammates could. Oh yeah, I'm not disguised. Whenever you die, either recall canteen or otherwise not being disguised, you gotta immediately redisguise. It's too important to go without. If you really want to contribute, you could like get the last robot and then just like quickly ditch out of there. But I wouldn't do that if you can. If you have to risk not having your dead ringer with you. Like there. Probably went a little too far because I might have had to get attacked before I could get the cover. Get some cash. I hear some robot. I hear robot heavy over here. There he is. So I get like one stab and then duck over here. Get another one. And then I think the coast is clear. I'm gonna start surface tracing. Uh oh, it's not going very well. Alright. There we go. I see him. Duck out of there. Don't take any chances. I know the bomb's up there. It's pretty cool. It would be kind of hard for the robot to get it. I see there's robots over there, and he's scouts, so I'm going to be careful. Super straight time. There we go. As much as I want to, I should have focused on them. This would be my teammate's problem. I'm just here for the giant. So as you can imagine, circle strafing is a lot easier with movement speed. Whenever he starts attacking, you have to be prepared to bring out your dead ringer. Uh-oh. I might not survive. Okay, I did. Luckily, that's how it took.
Get to an upgrade station.
You're gonna keep here. So you can see, missed a fair amount of cash now that we don't have a scout. And it's not a big deal to miss cash in expert. It just depends on how well you can manage your upgrade for the cash you do have. And I can only do so much as a spy, so I'm not going to prioritize money collecting too much. But I suppose if the bulk of this wave are these tanks, I can probably hang out a bit. But I'm going to focus on movement speed, so that circle strafing becomes easier. And now I can get some attack speed.
Thank you, laborer.
It's always nice to have.
Ready.
Lanco is under attack.
So as for why I got recall canteens, you kind of want to think of them as a cheap buyback. Since you're gonna die a lot as spy, if you can just use a recall to spend 10 credits compared to buying a Uber canteen or a buyback, which is more expensive, it'll let you manage your money better as spy. You can maybe get some extra wiggle room. 10 tanks are really the only thing active right now, so I can safely help out here. But you can see my damage is far less than impressive. It's not something I want to focus on, because my damage would be better elsewhere. Look for a dispenser to see it somewhere. Ah, whatever. Let's get out of the way. I don't want to get attacked. Yeah, this fight, you want to kind of avoid your teammates because they're going to... Hold on. Yeah, you want to avoid your teammates at spy because they're going to lure fire towards you. It's not their fault. It's not your fault either. It just kind of happens. Whoa. That was freaky. So in this case, the best thing I can really do is help out with these medics. Get them out of the way. Because, like I said, Spy is good at support when he's not attacking giants. So I get those medics, get out of the way. Now I get pursued by a Spy. Whatever. Now I get out of here. And I'm trying to find help. I see these scouts got away, but I can't really do anything about them. Because if I kill one scout, then another one's just gonna come, so...
You have destroyed
Come up and get these medics. Get out of here. I suppose I can go after a heavy. There we go. But yeah, robots are everywhere. I can't spread myself too thin. I need to specialize in, I guess, these guys. I noticed these heavies have blue eyes, so it'll take longer for them to turn around since blue eyes mean that they have like a easy or normal
The tank is
AI.
almost to the hatch.
Yellow eyes have like harder expert, and as names imply, yellow eyes are scarier. I hear heavies. There he is.
Here comes the fire.
Try to get the medic. I'm probably gonna die here. Alright. Gonna come back here, take the opportunity to get another one of these, and get back out. Trust my teammate to handle the tank. I see the heavy behind me, so I'm gonna be prepared to circle strafe and then use that recall very quickly. And again, be supportive, help out with the medic. And now since I'm here, I can go ahead and do something about this guy. And then finally, that didn't go very well. I had my dead ringer out when I was trying to attack, and as you can see, you can't attack with your dead ringer out. Woo. Thankfully, the team knew what to do. These guys have yellow eyes, so they turn around immediately. I'm willing to risk my life at this point. It's not that important. Of course, these yellow eyes also have much better aim, so I have to be more careful. That's why you should stand in front of a robot when your teammates are behind you, because you can see he wanted to attack his teammate, but he got me instead.
Get to an upgrade station, quickly.
Aw, man. Hopefully I can refill this lobby.
How about this?
As you can see, leaving a game when you lose is kind of frustrating for your teammates, because you're just leaving them. You're kind of wasting their time as well as yours. You might as well stick through and make something of your time here. When you leave, you just kind of say, alright, you guys aren't important. I'm just going to abandon you guys. Even though this is a team-based game mode, I'm not going to be a good teammate.
Well, this was a disappointment.
I hope you learned a few things. I want to upload this video anyway because I think it's pretty... Some things I did here were pretty helpful. And something you could apply to later waves and expert. Because, you know, I have like basic fundamentals down like circle strafing and using recall to get out of dangerous situations. As well as prioritizing and deprioritizing. All very valuable skills as spies, so even though I didn't fully complete the mission, I think I'm going to upload this anyway because I think there'll be some useful advice in here. As for circle strafing, I'm considering uploading a video where I demonstrate circle strafing and kind of the science behind it. And I also want to talk about like advice to give when you're starting out as spy. As for missions that are like good training missions for spy, I recommend Bot Bash because Rottenberg is really good for practicing ducking behind cover and using the map to your advantage, where you're going to be using your rocks a lot. You're going to be jumping between them, walking behind them, using fences to cover yourself, especially in the front drop down where you have plenty of escape options. And also, it's a pretty forgiving mission. You get a lot of cash, and you're not tightly squeezed. So when you feel comfortable with Bot Bash, you should try moving on to maybe the experts, because they're challenging missions, all three of them. I think Manslaughter is the most challenging spy mission because there's a lot of multitasking. And I think the hardest mission for spy might just be Hamlet Hostility, because the early waves are super aggressive, lots of crits, mini crits, and low cash, plenty of giants and medics. It's a really good test of your spy ability. So, I hope you learned a few things, and I hope you enjoyed it, despite the unfortunate outcome where everybody leaves at Wave 4. Wave 5, 6, and 7 on Cold Town is pretty much the same. You don't really learn anything too new outside of, I think on Wave 6, there'll be giant medics. They don't look behind you, so you can take your chances at backstabbing them, and then using recall to get out of danger. And since you do have a fair amount of cash at the end of that mission, you can get blow resistance, so you can tank the giant heavy's attacks. And yeah, I'll talk about Circle Strafe more and go from there. Thank you for watching until the end.